What's up, guys? Welcome to Nitro Licks. Today we're going to learn You Got Lucky by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Alright guys, we are in E standard tuning. Real quick, I want to shout out Mike Campbell. He was the guitarist for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Never flashy, but always right. You can hear him play on some of the Don Henley classics like Boys of Summer as well. Just wanted to shout him out. Okay, so the first guitar part we hear, and the song is during that synth intro. Pretty simple lick, goes like this. And you hear that too. But double stop on the 5th fret on B and E. Come down and grab that B8, and then just a full step bend on G7, then release it. And then that's just E10, hammer on to 12, and then pull back off to 10. Okay, so that's the intro. All right, and then we get into the verse riff. You're gonna palm mute this riff, okay? So you're gonna rest your palm just gently on the string there at the bridge. Basically, think of a power chord and a D power chord. Okay, so E5 and A7. It's what we hear with the synth in the verse. So E5 4 times, and then A7 twice, E5 twice. And then it's almost the same, you just move it up. So 4 times on A5, twice on D7, and then you're going to go back to the A5. Instead of twice, you're going to hit it once, and then come down and grab that E3, the G note, once to end it. So okay, so that's the verse riff, and then we've got a pre-chorus, and it's going to go like this. Okay, so you're just A minor power chord, and come up and grab that B10, and then your F power chord. Give it a good vibrato. We get into the chorus. I did want to mention in that pre-chorus, so the first time through, like I showed you, it goes. But then from there on out, when you hear that, you go. Get that little lick, so slide up from B8 to B10. And then grab E10, back to B10, and then E8, and then slide down from B10 to B8. Okay, then you get into the chorus, just back and forth between a C and an A minor, and down to your F. Your F power chord, and then up to a G power chord. He says, I found you, and then back to that verse riff. So the chorus again is just C, E minor, or A minor, back to C, back to A minor, F, G, back back to the verse. All right, and during the chorus, as I went over the song, I heard a couple of little guitar licks or fills that are pretty quiet in the mix that honestly I never really noticed. As many times as I heard this song, I debated whether I'd even go over them or not, but I'll throw them in just for fun. So most people, they're just hearing the C and the A minor. But those licks, and I think it's something like that. So if you wanted to play it, it'd be B8 up to B10, roll over to the E10, back to B10, and hammer onto your 12, and then sliding up from the 8 to the 10 again, grabbing that E10 again, and then just finishing on that E8. Okay, so that's that. Hey guys, real quick, hit that like button and or leave a comment if you're enjoying this lesson. All right, now we're on to the first guitar solo. Let me demonstrate it for you real quick, and then we'll go over it. It was something like this. Okay, I'm using a whammy bar. That's what Mike Campbell did, I'm pretty sure. You could probably get away with a real heavy vibrato, like a... To me, that sounds fine. Let's not do a vibrato or whammy bar right now, though. Let's just concentrate on the frets themselves. So we're at A7, and then start there. So A7, and then A10, A12, back to A7. And then, so 5 to 3 to 5. So far. And then we have this. Okay, so 3 to 2, back to 3, back to 5. Okay, and then we start over. So the first part's the same. And then 5, 3, 2, and then 5 to 3 on E. And then one more time on that E3. So. Okay. And we go back into the pre-chorus. Then we're going to go into the chorus for the third time, right? So we go through the chorus for the third time. We come out of that, and we got this real simple lick. We've played that already. E10, hammer on to 12, back to 10. And we pull off from E15 to E12. Right? Then we get into the dueling synth and guitar line. So you hear the synth line, and then you go back to, it's similar to the first solo. You hear the synth play that melody, and then the guitar answers it. And this time he's going to go. He just stops, okay? Like before, but instead of the, he just ends it there. The synth does its part, it answers back. Then he comes back in and he changes it up a little bit. And this time he's going to go. Okay. So. Right? So, like before, you're starting on A7. Come up to A10 again. instead of, you don't go to A12, you go to E5. You're going to play an A note, so you're going to go, and then slide up from D10 to 12, and then do it again, but this time you're going to hammer on a vibrato. And that's how you play You Got Lucky. If you haven't already, subscribe to Nitro Licks Guitar Lessons. See you next time.